Hi, welcome back to Valley News Live. We have some first alert weather days coming up on tomorrow and on Wednesday as we're going to see that major winter storm hit the area. Now, what are we expecting on Tuesday? That's when we're going to expect that heavy snow to begin during the early morning hours, and we're going to see some blizzard conditions for a lot of the area. And then that snow will start moving in from the south, and that heavy snow and strong winds will create worsening travel impacts throughout the day. And then on Wednesday, we're going to continue seeing that heavy snow and strong winds. And we could see some wind gusts up to 50 miles per hour at times. And there are plenty of places that could see 1 foot or even 2 feet of snow by the time we're done with this thing. So let's take a look at that. Here we are just at midnight on Tuesday. Now we're going to start seeing that snow enter our area during the early morning hours, about 4:30. Here we are. Then it's going to push its way north. By around noon, that's when we're going to start seeing it crossing the I-94 corridor, including here in Fargo, as well as the I-29 corridor south of Fargo. We could see some snow a little bit farther north, but the heavier stuff will be farther south, and we're going to see those winds pick up throughout the day. And then by the evening commute, we're going to see a pretty heavy band of snow where you see these whites and dark blues. That's snowfall rates of about 1 to 2 inches per hour, maybe even a little more. And that will be stretching from roughly Bemidji through the Fargo area down into the northeastern corner of South Dakota. And then we're going to continue seeing that heavy snow throughout the late evening. And then as we start heading off to bed, we're going to see that heavy band of snow move a little bit farther north. Things will be a little bit calmer for folks in Lakes Country, but we could still see some mixed precipitation, some freezing rain down there. So things will be pretty slick if you're not seeing that snow. Now by Wednesday morning, that heavy snow band will be for folks in northern Minnesota. And again, about 1 to 2 inches of snow per hour. And then as we move throughout the morning on Wednesday, things will start tapering off for folks in the south, but we'll still be seeing that heavy snow for folks in the north. Now as we move throughout the day on Wednesday, things will start to wind down, though we're still going to be having that heavy wind. And as we move into Thursday, our high resolution models don't quite go out that far, so we have to rely on some lower res, but it's still showing the same thing. We're still going to be seeing that snow into that morning commute on Thursday, and even a little bit later before that thing finally starts tapering off. Now by Wednesday evening, we're going to see a lot of the area picking up about 8 inches of snow, and then a pretty large area picking up 1 to even 2 feet of snow. Now here in Fargo, we're dealing with some freezing rain, some freezing mist right now. It's 28 degrees. The wind's out of the north-northwest at 17 miles per hour, enough to make it feel like it's 16 out there. And a lot of the area is under a blizzard warning, and places in the east, a winter storm warning. So now is the time to prepare for that winter storm if you haven't done already. We have to deal with those first alert weather days, but after that, we're seeing quite the warm up. By Easter, we could hit 40 again. We hit 40 yesterday, and then as we look into next week, we see a 45 on the board too.
Wow. Yeah, that 40 yesterday definitely melted
nice.
A lot of that snow we already had.
Yeah.
So hopefully that could be the bright side of all of this, because it's just a shake my head moment. It's just like, okay.